Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Manning. Snags it over the middle. Turning it on. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now 1st and 10 after they got them to jump.
Ready. Red 18.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's caught. It's Lockett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across. formation. You can run away from defenders, run away from zone coverage, but they were all dialed in, they broke on it, and they made the nice tackle.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key.
Snags it, and he's open.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the RPO, complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. A lot of urgency for this offense. Complete, out left to Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Go, go.
The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Pryor. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls and fires complete. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll send the back in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Arch is going to throw for it. Rush is on him. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Here's Manning to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's going to spin it again. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5.
129, 129.
It's complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
With the catch, it's Ball. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, Manning. Now sliding to his left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
On the snap, it's Brown. Finding some room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
Well, obviously, the running back has been the big story for this offense all season long, and the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention, and he's got this team knocking on the doorstep of a college football playoff.
Hand off for Brown. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the James Madison Dukes.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Jones wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The Gators will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he's in! Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. A give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
4th down coming up.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Might be calling a hot route. 4th down, Manning. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Booster, booster. Go, go.
Here's Arch to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jones to throw. The short hands, it's Brown. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the... and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Arch Madness. The sure hands, it's Lockett. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So 1st down will open up the final period. Hand off for Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Bishop.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Manning. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. First down, right back to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He wants it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt. Defensively, we know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He unleashes a long one. Reels it in down the left side. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. defenders sending the offense back to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's ball. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-line.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop.
Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
Now, I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead whittled all the way down to a field goal. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Corners are going to bail. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Manning. Right on the money. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
and that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Quick completion to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the first down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
They're working that left side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go, go.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Under fire. And he never had a chance. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. 2nd down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Blasted as he lets it go. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance as a coaching